I'm trying to sound like a depressive little shit, but like, how important are we really? Like, let's just say it's sort of, I'm wearing shorts, by the way. Let's just say one of my family members or a friend of mine just dies, right? The world keep the, the world keeps on going, right? It's a strange thing, right? This is just weird because we all think that we matter so much more than we really think, really do. Like, I just read or watched a sort of news video of a hero. He was a hero. He was trying to help a person get up from a train track. And that person had fallen down. And it turned out they both died. A good person doing a good thing and got death in return. So, how much do we all matter, right? If you're in the pursuit of doing good, bad, whatever you want to do, still as mortal or still as vulnerable as any other person. I remember, I like remember so good that the one, I think this is maybe the one time I was very close to death, let's say. You know, I was walking over sort of like a walk, what's it called? You know, the thing, the stripy thing where you walk over the road, right? We all know that. Over the road, yeah. I had my headphones, I saw a car driving, and then I stepped on the sort of path, and the car is not slowing down, right? So I end up seeing the car in my, we all have like this 180-degree sort of vision, right? Or almost a 180 degree. And I can spot it, and then I quickly, because of just amazing adrenaline and human reflexes, I sort of get to jump away, and the car just, and I remember so good, like, that was an old lady. She looked at me as if I was in the wrong. Yeah, I should have waited more, but she still had to wait for me to go. And like, I was looking around. Did anybody see that shit? 4-5 people being around me didn't ask. And this is the ignorance we all have, right? Why didn't they ask me of how I was doing, right? And I just continued to walk, and then I went to the shop, bought some food, and you just realize people don't give a shit. People don't give a shit. I mean, there's a shit ton of things happening in the world. We all post things creating awareness, which is amazing. It's a good thing, creating awareness, making sure that people know the bad thing that is happening. But you still brush your teeth, eat food, do your thing, hang out with friends as the world goes by, right? So you don't really care that much as you thought. We all have our own worries. We don't live, let's say in Norway, we don't live the same way that people in Gaza or Ukraine or Sudan, Jordan, or Syria, or wherever it is a very bad place to live right now. So we can't really, we all have our own sort of perspective and thoughts, and we all live and has been raised in this same environment, so we can't. We're not afraid of a bomb hitting our head every day as people in war are. Therefore, we're not worried or that caring about it as we think we are. I mean, as I was saying, back to the almost car accident, she drove off, doing her own thing the rest of the day, probably losing no sleep that night. And as I am talking to you about it, she is definitely not thinking about it. And all the people around, they just looked, okay, and then walked away. And that sort of becomes not necessarily arrogance, but ignorance, or whatever you want to call it, that the treatment you want. Oh, is everything okay? And blah 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 blah. And people, don't care. I mean this in the big picture, right? Because in the small community and society you have or live in, like family and friends, close friends especially, they care. They care. It would suck for them. So you have to, I'm not saying worth is not living. It definitely is. But I'm just saying that people won't care the way you think they do. I remember I was in high school, and I was, you see every student now and then, and therefore you remember all of the people you see because it's the same people every single day, and blah 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 blah. One pretty normal guy, didn't look like he had any worry, and then suddenly days go by, and he had killed himself. He jumped off, I believe, a bridge, or he just walked on a train track and then died, killed himself. And family devastated, right? Close friends devastated. Why didn't the war stop? It was school the next day. People had jobs to do. People this and this and that. We aren't. I'm not saying that he wasn't that important or whatever. I'm trying to make it. Life is still beautiful and all that shit. I'm just saying, like, there's thousands of people died yesterday, right? I don't know their names. We don't know their names, right? So we're so little in this big sort of environment and picture and world, and this is sort of like just a thought I had. I'm not trying to be mean towards anyone or doing all that. I'm just trying to, really think about, if you have an opinion about it or a thought or just a counter argument, please tell me. And this is sort of not my entire belief. It's just like, I was watching True Detective season 1, currently rewatching it again, and Rust, one of the main characters, he really, really talks about that. I think it's one of the best seasons and series of all time, season 1. And you just continue to talk about it, we all believe that shit is that important when it really isn't. I've had a couple of iPhones that I would, at that time, I would have stressed the fuck out if I lost that phone. I've broken some of them. Guess what? I just bought another one. I bought another one. The stress is gone, right? It's just the thing that all this shit. Whoa, I'm getting too deep in this shit, but you get what I'm saying, right? This is I'll probably how do I say this? there's big things and small things, right? In the big picture, of course, we all are important when it comes to environment, all that shit, war, all that shit. But I hope you understand what I'm saying, right? So yeah, that was just me blobbing it off, I guess. It's election day tomorrow, and people think they know everything based off social media. So I hope they will vote the things they believe will give them a better life in this country. I'm just talking, man. I don't know. I haven't met my friends in so long, so I need to straighten the fuck up. But for now, I'm going to watch a movie with my friends. I have to take a quick shower and get ready. Other than that, I am still happy, guys. I'm just trying to be a bit realistic and pessimistic. It's a very pessimistic sort of view, very negative view. But if you are sort of realistic, there's a shit ton of pessimism or pessimistic that comes with it as well, I think. Yeah. Hope you had a good day. Hope you will have a good day. Even though I just said all of this depressing shit, we still matter, right? But in the big, yeah, whatever. Just sort of brainstorm that and let me know how you think, or don't write about it. Whatever. So yeah, just remember you're still important to the people around you, and they matter as much as you do. So take care of them as much as you take care of yourself. Take care and goodbye.